An unlikely legacy. In the heart of a small, dusty Texas town, nestled between the sprawling highways and the vast, open sky, sat Lou's Diner. It was a beacon of warmth, a haven where the sizzle of bacon and the scent of freshly brewed coffee drew in locals and travelers alike. Among the diner's dedicated staff was Emily Johnson, a waitress whose cheerful disposition and infectious smile were as much a part of the place as the flickering neon sign outside. She was a ray of Texas sunshine, and her big heart had made her a beloved figure to many who passed through the diner's doors. But not every soul who wandered into Lou's was searching for warmth. One day, an 82-year-old World War II veteran, Charles Buck Miller, shuffled in, his gruff demeanor a stark contrast to the diner's inviting atmosphere. His arrival was like a storm cloud passing over the sun, casting a shadow that could cool even the warmest of hearts. Buck was demanding, his orders always precise, delivered with a scowl that left little room for error. Where others saw a difficult customer, Emily saw a challenger fortress to be scaled with patience and kindness. For every sharp word, she offered a soft smile. For every demanding request, she responded with unwavering grace. This approach baffled her colleagues, who couldn't understand why she expended so much energy on a man who seemed so unapproachable. But Emily saw something more, a flicker of humanity behind his hardened exterior. She noticed the way his gaze softened as he looked out the window, the rare, almost imperceptible nod of satisfaction when his meal was just right. The dance of their opposing personalities became a silent testament to the power of compassion. Emily's unwavering kindness towards Buck earned her the quiet admiration of her colleagues, who watched her navigate his stormy waters with grace. They saw in her a living embodiment of a principle often forgotten in the hustle of daily life. That kindness, offered without the expectation of return, can bridge the widest of chasms and transform the most turbulent of relationships into harbors of understanding. As the seasons and years rolled on, Buck's visits became a fixture in Emily's routine, as reliable as the sun rising in the east. The jingle of the bell on the diner door and his presence were known to all. His gruff demeanor and uncompromising standards were as much a part of the diner's ambience as the smell of fresh coffee. Despite the passing years, his hardened exterior never softened. Every word was as sharp as ever. But Emily's response remained a testament to her extraordinary spirit. The unique dynamic between the grumpy veteran and the kind-hearted waitress became a quiet legend among the staff and customers. In hushed tones, they spoke of the unspoken bond that had formed between them, a connection that transcended the typical exchange between a client and the server. It wasn't built on grand gestures or meaningful conversations, but on the small, almost imperceptible moments, the quick nod of approval when his food met his strict standards, the softening of his gaze when he looked at Emily, and the fleeting, almost smile that would sometimes dance at the corners of his lips. These glimpses of the man behind the gruff exterior were like sunbeams breaking through the clouds, revealing a depth of connection that had grown over countless meals and Emily's gentle persistence. Their daily interactions became a quiet narrative of resilience, a constant reminder to those around them that patience and kindness could indeed soften even the most hardened heart. Then, one day, Charles Buck Miller stopped coming to Lou's Diner. His absence created a palpable void, an eerie silence that felt out of place amidst the clatter of dishes and the hum of conversation. For Emily, it was a harsh reminder of a loss she hadn't anticipated. She'd grown accustomed to his predictable presence, the chorus of complaints and demanding requests that had become a part of her life. Now, it had abruptly ceased, leaving behind a silence that felt heavy with sorrow. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, with no word from Buck. Emily's worrying compounded her sense of loneliness. Her colleagues, who had found relief in the cessation of his visits, couldn't understand the unease that clouded Emily's thoughts or the sense of loss that had taken root. For them, he had been little more than a difficult customer, a challenge to be endured. But for Emily, he was a relationship that had become deeply embedded in her life, one that had, despite its difficulties, blossomed into something resembling a friendship. The news of Buck's passing came like a cold wind through the diner, extinguishing the small flame of hope she had cherished that he might return. The revelation of his death hit with the force of an unexpected blow. She was left to grieve the loss of a man who had challenged her patience and kindness, a man who had become an integral part of her daily routine, and who had left this world without a final word. In the quiet that followed the news, Emily found herself contemplating the intricate tapestry of human connection, how improbable bonds could form in the most unexpected of ways. Buck's absence, his gruff voice and demanding presence, had left a space in her life that she felt keenly. It was a testament to the impact he had made on her. She was mourning not just the loss of a regular customer, but the loss of a person who had, in his own way, taught her resilience, patience, and the subtle forms of affection. The legacy he had left behind wasn't in a grand gesture, but in the quiet lessons of understanding and compassion that had grown from their daily encounters. Then, on a seemingly ordinary day, amidst the clinking of coffee cups and the low murmur of conversations, an unexpected phone call broke the monotony. The voice on the other end of the line belonged to a lawyer, a harbinger of news that would change Emily's world. He informed her of a will, a sum of money, and Buck's beloved old pickup truck all left to her. This posthumous act of generosity would unearth a new facet of Buck's character, a layer of gratitude and respect that his exterior had rarely betrayed. The man who had presented himself as nothing more than a grumpy old veteran had, in his final act, expressed a profound appreciation for Emily's unwavering kindness and patience. It was a silent testament to the unseen power of a compassionate spirit, a confirmation that her kindness had not only reached, but had deeply touched one of the most impenetrable hearts. The legacy Buck left behind did more than just transform Emily's financial circumstances. It changed her understanding of the human soul. It served as a powerful reminder that beneath the surface of even the most unapproachable facade lie depths of gratitude and affection that can be unveiled by a simple act of genuine kindness. The unexpected gift was not merely the transfer of a material possession, but a passing of trust and appreciation for the woman who had extended to him a hand of kindness when he had shown her none. As Emily grappled with the magnitude of the gesture, her thoughts turned to the broader implications of her interactions with Buck. Their relationship, marked by daily challenges and quiet victories, was a testament to the transformative power of kindness. It underscored the profound way that compassion and patience could bridge the gap between the most desperate of souls, forging connections that defied all expectations. This realization solidified Emily's resolve to continue living a life guided by the principles of kindness and compassion. Buoyed by the knowledge that her actions had made a profound and lasting impact, she continued to approach every interaction with a renewed sense of purpose. Buck's legacy was not just a material gift, it was a beacon pointing the way toward authentic connection and heartfelt service. In the quiet rhythm of her daily life, Emily Johnson carried with her just the memory of a demanding old man, but the enduring legacy of an improbable friendship and the profound truth that kindness, no matter how small, has the power to change lives in ways we can never fully anticipate.